okay. I'd kind of like to too.
What can we do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, she started dragging me into it, and next thing you know, yeah,
here
we're
we are.
rolling. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. Yeah, so we're glad that you guys are here. We'll just give it a few more minutes to load on through. Huh? It is live, so when it gets to our page, we'll push it on out. But good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. What's going on, Larry? Put
What
your
up,
hat
Larry
back
Reed, the
on.
man on? Put
Put
my
your
hat
hat on
back
and
on.
say it. Everybody's got to see the
There we
Rasta
go. We're
part.
Larry Reed, the man on weed, and we're here with or actually, where we're in, we're June 5th, the June 5th edition of The Grinder. You believe that? I can't believe it's June 5th
I can't
already.
believe it either. It flew by last month. Just flew
It
by.
did. I don't even know what last month was.
I
It's
know.
like it's already gone. So did we get the okays that we're all live and we're all shared out and
We're out there. We're just waiting for it to come on through the sync. As we know, these mics are always hot, so we might as well start talking. To keep the
oh, there
party
we go. We're
going.
live now. There you go.
Cool.
You're live now.
All right.
So yeah, so you got a lot of stuff going on there, Miss Chronic, with all the
Yeah.
events that are happening out there, and it's getting ready
Man,
to kick off, right?
super busy. Yeah, and had our little weekly meeting for the Green Retreat and got an update of all of the different businesses that have either came on as sponsors or coming on as vendors and had their vendor booths and looking at all that good stuff. So really, really excited. So I'm actually up here on the Green Retreats page right now, and if you guys wanted to see all the different vendors that have basically been added on, man, they're just going like smoke up here. So if you guys haven't got your vendor booths yet, wink, wink. Feel free, feel free to reach out to us because
There
this
you
is. I
go.
don't know if you've had a chance to check it out, and my thing is spinning here, and I was hoping it would come on up so I could show you. Have you guys heard about the Green Retreat much?
Yes, is it Uncle Grumpy's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out at Lost Lakes, and it's about 1,000 acres, and they're going to have primitive camping available for the patients, and then for vendors, if you want to bring in an RV, you can. And then there's actually an after-hours industry networking mixer, so if you didn't have time or can't close a shop to come out and spend the day on a Friday, Saturday, you can come in afterwards and hang out with other like-minded owners because it's going to be industry-specific out there. And so it's just right downtown of Oklahoma City, and it's going to be June 28th and 29th, and so that's Friday and Saturday. And we're having a patient drive out there, so my chronic docs will be out there hosting the patient drive. And I did find out also that for anyone that comes to get their patient recommendation, because you're spending the money on that, they're actually going to give you free admission on Friday and Saturday. So you don't have to buy a ticket for Friday, Saturday. You'll actually get in free if you come out and get your recommendation. So it's only $115 for the patient recommendation. You'll want to go up to Green Retreat okay.com. I was trying to pull that up here, but it don't want to play right with me tonight. But that's where you'll go to pre-register for your patient recommendation. It'll have information so that we could actually send you your paperwork before you get there. So when you get there, you don't have to wait in line like a lot of the patient recommendations that are going on all around the state. You could actually do your paperwork from your smartphone. You just show up, give us your name, and bam, you're in there. You get to see the doctor, and then you go hang out. You can go jump in a lake. Go ride it. They got these huge slides.
You
Larry's
got
already picked out his
wakeboarding. You got
Speedo.
little
He called it a Weedo, is what he's got
Weedo.
picked
Yeah, we
out.
wear Weedos. We don't wear Speedos. We wear Weedos.
Yeah, he's gonna wear a
The
Weedo. He's gonna jump. He's gonna cannonball off that bad boy. Jump off one of those jumper things.
Did you get that to roll? They don't know what you're talking about. Jumping
I
off.
can't get it to work. You might have to pull it up, pull it in, or something. I can't get it to come. My
I don't know
internet ain't
how to
working
do
right,
that.
man. We're having
Might have to
technical
reboot it or
difficulties.
something.
I don't know what's going
And so
on. We'll see.
there's 2 nights of camping,
Yeah.
so you can go out there and you can just hang out. It's not like party's over, everybody's got to go home. It's like, well, the party's over now. It's time to watch. What do we
Movies on
got?
the
Cheech
lake.
and Chong, right? We got 2 movies that are playing on the big screen.
Yeah, right on the
2
lake.
movies on a big screen. Cheech and Chong and one of
You
the
wake up
Pineapple
at 8 a.m.
Express.
and you could do some yoga on the beach at 8 a.m. because Larry's going to be there doing
I've
a
been
downward
practicing.
dog in his Speedo, his Weedo, getting it in.
If
Yep.
you're around, I ain't doing no downward dog, man.
I'm not looking.
Give me a.
I ain't
give me
gonna
a-
look.
you'll give me a-
But I'd love for you to do it because I think that would be pretty classic. 8 a.m.
You're gonna give me. The Weedo wedgie. That's
Weedo
what you're
wedge. You'll
going
do that
for,
by
though.
yourself. I mean, that's just going to be like a given. So
Yeah,
anyway,
so it's
so
going to be a
yeah,
pretty good party. That's what I'm looking for. Is that party? And then
yeah, it's going to
there's
be a
an
good
industry
time.
mixer, right? Where everybody,
Yep.
once they close down all the place, it's time to rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
that should be friggin'
Right
awesome.
there, just posted out
And
tonight.
then there's a
So
lot of
it's
stuff. There's solar power out there. Have you heard of
mm-hmm.
an update of what's cooking out there lately, or
I mean, food
they got the
trucks
solar
and
power
just
people, or
man, I don't know. There's just a lot going on. I mean, we're adding vendors every day, so who knows what all's going to be out there by the time it's said and done. We added a couple of sponsors. CBD Plus and Lotus Go came on officially, so they're going to be out there
that's
helping
awesome.
with education and tons of giveaways. And Hypnetics is also a stage sponsor on the main stage, and so they've
Yeah,
also got tons of stuff that they're going to be giving away. And so, I mean, they're just going to be all the vendors. There's going to be so many goodies. We're not going to have THC that we can sell because that'd be illegal not to sell it in a dispensary. However, there will be other things that everybody can bring out there, and there's going to be tons of just great times. I mean, it's really just a celebration because this is our official 1 year. We had our 420 big, huge event, but this is our 1 year, and there's going to be like 36 bands performing because there's 2 different stages, and gosh, I think 20, 30 something speakers, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited.
it's going to
Skyjuice
be awesome
King's they're
time,
going
and
to
I
be out
get to
there
be on one of
getting
those
in.
stages, right?
Yep, you're
I'm on
going
one
to
of
be.
those stages.
Yeah, you're going to be out there working
All
working
right.
hard for the money, announcing, keeping them, getting them in and off the stage on time,
MCing, huh?
emceeing, wearing that
On the
hat.
microphone. There you
That
go.
hat'll be way
Actually,
too hot to wear outside.
Will he be turning?
I got
any
plenty.
discs?
I got
He
something
won't be
else.
turning any discs.
Okay,
He will
just
not be on the vinyl. He'll just be on the microphone, beatboxing. So, yeah, so we've got that going on. And today I actually locked in a sponsor for our patient Learn and Burn that we're starting. It's the second Wednesday of every month. That's actually here 2 doors down. We have a event center, and it's not really like a marketing thing with business. It's all patients, and so patients can come in. We're actually, our topic for the month is going to teach them how to grow their own medicine to get their six. So showing them how to put up their grow tents, showing them what kind of lights they should get, how to actually germinate a seed, and just go through the whole process of teaching and being able to come and hang out with like-minded individuals, and it's kind of just a cool place to chill. So we're calling it Learn and Burn. So that's out there too. And then the 3rd Wednesday of the month, we have our industry mixer. So you guys definitely want to come to that. You can come to the other one too because we're all patients, right? But that one, we're going to actually have a panel of attorneys that are experts and accounting professionals, and we're going to get to ask them several questions on a panel, and then they can answer, and we can get a lot of the questions answered that we might not all know, because there's so much change in the Unity Bill. Just changed a lot of things, and there's Facebook info, and then there's the real info, and then there's the stuff in between. So we're going to try to get as close to the right information that the attorneys know, dealing directly with reading the statutes and providing good, accurate information to the business owners. So the Learn and Burn industry is the 3rd Wednesday of the month, and so that's going to be our topic this month. So pretty excited. We're rolling those out, and that's just right here in our area. And you guys are close. You're just right in Mustang, right?
Correct.
So y'all can come.
Yes.
6
definitely.
o'clock to 10 o'clock. If you're available, come on down, hang out with us. So yeah, that's the main things we got going on, Larry. What all you got going on in your neck of the woods?
Just getting ready to go to DFO. If you go to do you got the internet back up there or no? You still hobbled on the internet?
Maybe
still
try
toast.
something different. Let me go to a different screen.
Well, anyway, Degenerate
DFO.
Flame Off this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pretty much. Heading out there to Portland and going to just do some freaking glass.
You love the glass.
I love the glass. That's the. Do you have glass over there at the Herbal Relief Dispensary? Do you sell
Definitely.
accessories and all that stuff?
Most certainly. Yeah. We
Yep.
definitely wanted some pipe. I mean, it's kind of silly if you're going to offer herb and then send them somewhere else to get the accessories that's going to make it happen.
Especially when you can.
That's
It ain't like
exactly
the liquor
right.
store. You
Yeah.
can't, you know, you can sell it
plus
all.
And it's a good way to divert some of the taxes too.
Well, that's one of the things. That's one of the things that they did right in Oklahoma. Again, another great job of writing the law is that you can sell ancillary products in there, whereas in some places, in some states, you can't sell
Yeah.
anything else in there but exactly a THC product. And in Colorado, you can't sell straight up CBD in a dispensary. It has to have THC in it, which is like what? Like, okay, whatever. But so yeah, no, you all have a great opportunity to seize up a lot of because you just bought a sack. What are you going to smoke it out of? Oh, you need some papers, you need a pipe, you need this, you need that.
Yeah, you just get an apple.
It seems like there's always a non-smoker trying to make some of the rules. Like I never understood the rule that was established here that you could have 28 grams of concentrate. It's like what?
Yeah.
That's a lot, for personal use. Hey, I'm glad that they give us the freedom, but because instantly, if you create sometimes if you're creating it, you end up having too much.
Exactly.
More than what you would use. So at any one time. So there can be an overabundance for sure. And wow, it seems like you could be in trouble real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And the same with growing. I mean, if you grow 6 plants and they get you get a quarter pound, 3 ounces off of each.
I know. I've been like.
You do the math, and you're in trouble real quick.
Just gotta smoke it real fast.
Yeah,
Keep smoking it.
It's
You just keep on smoking it.
That's right. Yeah.
donate it to patients. That's the thing about it. It's all going to get crazy here after a little while. But that's the great thing of it. As long as there's plenty of medicine out there, there's plenty of commerce that can go around to everybody out there, and which is real nice about you want to introduce our guests there while we have a chance there. We've got John Garcia and Tara Jones from the Herbal Relief Dispensary.
That's right.
I don't have an address here. It's
at
right around here, right?
1707 East Highway 152 in Mustang.
Mustang, right? It's
right up
that
the
way.
street. They're a
That's
neighbor,
it.
right around the corner.
There's a Brahms there. I know there's a Brahms there in Mustang. I spent a lot of time in. That's it. Right near Route 66. There was an old Sinclair gas station. I told you I've been coming here for 20 years, Miss Chronic. I know my Mustang and Yukon history. That's it.
You're Okie Doke transplant now. I'm calling.
I was the Mohawk guy fan. Actually, I had the hat. I was a homer. Like, what's his name? Bosworth. That's it. Brian Bosworth fan.
I need proof.
The Boz look, huh?
I'm gonna need you to. I'm gonna need you to. You're at your house right now, and I know that wife of yours. She's got some things back there hidden down deep in a long little box. I'm gonna need you to dig out some photos. Actually, I'm gonna need to call her.
Actually, Miss Chronic, I've been bald since I was like 21. Man, God made some beautiful God made some beautiful heads, and the rest he covered with hair. But so. Like, no, I never had the Mohawk, but I was a Brian Bosworth fan. And so when he saw us coming out of here, and I had my Sooners hat on, and, East Coast ain't nobody. They're like, Sooners, where are they from? Because ain't nobody, but that's all you saw in football in the afternoons.
Yep.
Maybe I shouldn't dab so much before the show, but yeah, go ahead. So we're talking about
Hold on before you go. I found this fast little video. I thought maybe we could play it if it'll go.
Oh, there we go.
It's something that you're going. I think this is what you're doing. Let's see. The Degenerate. Flame Off. It's from 12, but hey, it's still going to have some flair.
Yes.
Some funky beats in the background.
We're at the Degenerate Flame Off 2012 on Cornerstone. Got the biggest Glasgow in competition.
Just a lot of thinking and
You've got one too many video go, or the sound in one of the videos is too much.
The lineup is great every year.
There you go. Get a good shot and then hit pause.
Excited about what's going
Yeah,
on
go past that.
right now. It's just
And hit pause. That buzz in the broadcast is too
It's
much.
too much.
There you go. So basically, what it is, it's the top maybe 100 glass blowers, and they all get together and they throw down, and they just like if it was car builders, they'd figure out what kind of crazy car we're going to build, and they have teams, and they just get crazy with it, and it's a good time. And so I got the microphone for it's like maybe 100 by 100 tent. I got maybe 25 glass blowers in at a time. Blown glass. It's pretty awesome. I'm trying to get more glass to come out to Oklahoma because the market's kind of dry with it. It's one of the things about the glass world is that the black market funded it. That's the people on the West Coast that have all this money from growing on the gray market, we'll call it. They need something to do with the money, and all of a sudden you're sitting there with fat stacks, and you're like, well, I'll take some of that $10,000 glass. I'll take those $1,000 rigs. I'll take all, like no.
Nothing.
So, but now that's all kind of gone away because it's all gone legal side. And so the glass blowers are it's kind of a weird setup where, still some of the industry people still buy the glass, but you can definitely see the market kind of doing that with different stuff. And so that's pretty interesting.
We have Isaac Tilley. He said, I got to meet the man when he came into our place in Cushing. Cool guy. Can't wait to go check out your place.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we've got the.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more.
Yeah.
In the bio, it says you tried it and you loved it, and so you decided to get in business with it. I explain that a little bit more.
That'd be hers.
Well, I have a lot of medical issues, so it actually relieved my pain quite a bit. And so from there, I thought I can never get away from this stuff. So I was in the medical field for like 6 years, 6 to 8 years before that, and I knew I couldn't go back there. So, and then I was a stay-at-home mom for a while. So from there, I was like, I got to do something. I can actually get out of bed now. I can be pain-free. So I pushed this way, and I was like, Dad, we got to do this.
Let's make it happen, Dad.
Yeah, she was a little apprehensive. She'd never done it, obviously, and maybe whenever she was in high school or something. But I'd been a long time, lifetime smoker myself, and I knew what it had done for me. I've had many surgeries myself, and I also have diabetes, and so I know the things that it's done for me. And so she came to me one morning, and she was desperately ill, and she says, I can't rest. And I said, hey, let me let you try this. Just take a little bit, and from there, it was a wonder and a blessing. So we have our daughter back. She had a lot of issues with having toxic things in her blood, and she's been working on getting that cleaned out of her system. Mold, lead, mercury,
pulmonary embolisms with all of it.
so she's made a huge jump.
Wow.
And before, she was even having a hard time working. So
Speaking of that, though, I was very hesitant because it was pulmonary embolisms, and I was like, well, why is it different than smoking cigarettes? Because I can't smoke cigarettes. Not that I'd want to, but
Right.
It really works for me, even for my lungs. So it kind of opens them up a little bit.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
yeah, we've been really, really happy. Like I say, she was bedridden a lot. It was just really taking a toll on her. And
So how long ago has it been that you've really been able to kind of medicate properly and change and be able to see the major change in your physical?
2 years. The past 2 years have been a lot better for me. So it took a while to get there. But
Worked your way up,
yeah.
changing the dosages and
trying to figure out which strains worked for me.
it was
and so
more of a
forth.
strain thing for her.
And when I first tried it, I was pretty discouraged because it made me gain weight. I was like, it would take away the pain, but it would add weight onto me, and I was like, I can't have that because it's just making things worse. So then I found some strains I really like, and I try to stick to those. And I still get hesitant when people offer me stuff, and I'm like,
don't know if I want to change or try or stray away because I want to.
Am I going to be bedridden after this? Because I have a really
And
low
that's the thing
tolerance.
about the plan is that it affects everyone totally different, and it just depends on on the person and kind of where they are and how much they partake and things like that.
We
So-
almost laugh at the portion she takes, but it works for her.
Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Now, I mean,
Well, they laugh at me. I'm like a 5 milligrammer.
she's like a 1 or a 2.
Yeah.
Like,
We're on the same.
Amazing.
But it makes a difference.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a journey, definitely watching and learning and meeting people like yourself that it's just
And we've even carried it further with our grandson. He has a patient license also. So, and we love it. We love it. I mean, she had to make a lot of hard decisions, at one time with the children, and put them on the Ritalin and things like that because that's what was out
it's
there.
what you have to choose from, right?
And of course, we're as grandparents, we're over there telling her, which she felt bad both ways. We're saying we don't like that.
Don't want them being a
Well,
zombie.
yeah, we don't want our little grandchild who's spunky, full of
Fun.
life, and all full of questions, sitting in the corner
Just sitting there.
just like a zombie.
Yeah, that's what it
And
does to them.
so, wow, what a
And the
blessing,
360, huh?
what a joy. We
Wow,
love
yeah.
it. We
I started
love
speaking
it.
about it to my friends that were close to me, and
Mm-hmm.
they started using it with their children. And actually, they did it first because I was still pretty hesitant about if I wanted to go there or not. But they had some great success as well.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, well, maybe I should push for it a little more on him, and he's doing very well on it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was I think Flyercraft put out something the other day because their children are special needs and they were big pushers in the 788 to get it all done, and they had put a dosing chart and some stuff up there for more, and they're trying to focus a lot of stuff more for the children. I think that's important, and given different options to see kind of what works. Not saying that this is the end all to be all, but this is what works with their kiddos. And I think that's where a lot of it falls in place is just us all learning, educating, and figuring it out because
Check
the
that out for
unknown.
sure.
Yeah, I think they had it. I posted it on my page, but I know I read something about them saying if they're putting a special, a whole like packet of stuff put together so that they could share it with the community to help with that. So yeah, definitely go check that out because that'd be good. Yeah. So, and then
Well,
you guys.
it was. I was going to say the story is sometimes you feel alone, but then all of a sudden you hear all these other kids and all that other kind of stuff saying, "Hey, that was me," and that was me to the T. Is I was before Ritalin. They didn't have Ritalin. They took me to a bunch of like psychologist things and made me look at a bunch of ink spots, give me Rorschach tests, going, "Yo, what's wrong with this dude?" And I'm just like, I'm just like out of control. And they held me back in school and all that kind of stuff. And then back in the woods one day with our Playboy collection, some dude rolled up with a little wooden bowl and was like, "Hey man, let's try this shit out, man." We're like, "Yeah, what the fuck?" Fucking hit it up. And then all of a sudden I was like,
It's another
whoa.
world.
yeah. Like I'm actually in this world. Like
Like I've joined the party.
like things aren't whizzing by me anymore, and
Yeah.
things are like I can take a minute and gather my thoughts, and it be like, and then I can go forward then. And the bad part about all that was there was no one really there to guide you, and so it was like, well, this dude's got some good stuff. Let me try this stuff. Oh, he's got pills. Well, if they're smoking this, then they told us the smoke was bad. Well, let me try some pills. And then you go on to these tangents off of that. And it's like, thank the good Lord that you make it through and you have the story to tell today. But that's what I'm really grateful about is that kids have the ability to be educated about it and to be administered it and it be in a controlled environment. And you can watch it. You can do what's good for them and not let them get in there and teach them about what's bad and not just be like,
And learn the dosage. So they're not going crazy because they overdid it or did something, like that. And you can, it's a major change in the game. It's an awesome,
oh yeah,
great thing.
because they're too frequent to give out the pills, the lithiums, the Ritalins, all the ADHD drugs, and now they're saying that really the guy made it up, like it was a condition, like he just made up, and they made up a drug for it, and they sold billions of dollars for it. I mean, but it is a condition. It's not made up. It's like people that have it, they know it, and it's like, I just need to slow down for a minute. But yeah, so that's awesome. That and we see a lot of that, don't we, Miss Chronic, of the people that are actually the business people. Is, I don't know, did you ever have that commercial around here, Cy Sperling Hair Club for Men? You know, see if you can Google that, Hair Club for Men. Watch that video where the guy is like, they're these cheesy commercials, you know, as you can imagine the Hair Club for Men must be. And but then at the end of it, he's like, I'm not only the owner, I'm also a customer. You know, and he takes off his head and he's like, boom. And that's what the Oklahoma cannabis world is like. They're not only the business owners, they're also the customers.
Yep.
And you don't find that anywhere else, really. That's the beauty of hometown cooking.
That's right. Get the best of both worlds, that's for sure. And then you guys have a patient drive coming up, right?
June 9th, this Sunday.
This Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
What time?
1 to 4.
Cool. And what kind of rates are they going for?
It's $125 for a regular patient, the $80 for a veteran, and then the pediatric is $75 for both recommendations.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, we're specifically targeting some pediatrics this time, letting everybody know pediatric. So.
And so that's going to be at your location at 1707 East Highway 152 in Mustang 73064. And they can find you on Facebook also, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Great.
ma'am, which that is at the corner of Morgan and 152.
Morgan and 152.
Southwest.
Great. Awesome.
And do you also have a grow, or are you an independent dispensary yourself, or?
We just started
that
to
all
grow,
work?
so we're keeping it pretty small. We're just trying to supplement. We're not really trying to, create the world.
Pretty much trying to take care of your own dispensary so you don't have
Try
to
to.
call and, do you have any flour? Do you
Yes.
have any flour?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what a lot of us are in that.
And we do want to control, the product we have.
Right, and be able to know exactly what you're growing.
Yeah, I mean, smoking around, and what you always have learned is, if you're hacking, probably something shouldn't be in there. But from my experience,
Larry hacks all the time.
that's a little different. But concentrates will get anybody.
That dab will do you.
That's
A little dabble do you. That's it. Roll the dabble do you video. That's
So what are some of the product lines that you guys carry at your store?
Well, our favorite carts are Zen carts. They've
Okay.
got the potency and they've got the flavor. So we sell a lot of those. 1937 is probably our next step down on that. And they've got a pretty good cart. My favorite strain right now is Super Jack.
Super
But,
Jack.
yeah, my favorite. But other than that,
the
it's-
gummies are really a big hit,
yeah, we do
and
love
some of our
Simple
chocolates.
Cures, Simple Cure gummies.
Oh,
And
Simple Cure.
Arcadia as well. They are more strain specific, so that's why, depending on what strain they have, I direct people kind of more towards them.
Yeah, those are some really
Yeah, go
good-
ahead, Tara. We'll talk right into that mic. You sound so good when you're
Get in
talking
there.
into
You
that
get
mic.
in
You can
there.
hear it. You can hear it into the. There you
And
go.
where they can
That's
hear.
you can even adjust that a little bit just to get it to. We're going to draw a little smiley face. That's perfect right there. There you go. That's
All right.
beautiful.
Oh,
you
that's
go.
perfect. That's a good one right there.
That's it. So, well, that's good. Yeah, no, the names of the carts, that seems to be one of the real popular things out there and you get all of your money's worth. There's no ashes. It's nice and clean. It's,
Yeah, people talk about how convenient they are, and I guess a little bit of privacy, and privacy mean that some of the smells aren't going to come out, and you can
You
control
can
what
get
you're
away
doing.
with it in some
Yes,
places
ma'am.
you can't. You can't just light up.
Maybe so.
Some places.
Another thing I really like is I use a lot of the 1937 distillates because they have a big variety of different strains, and I make my own gummies with those. So it makes
Okay.
it very convenient and easy, to medicate my child and me as well with those because, they last longer in your body than anything else.
For
And the
sure.
versatility with that thing, you can dab it, you can put in a pen. It's very
that's in a syringe, right? They put that in a syringe is how that 1937 comes like that.
yes, sir.
Yeah, they've been put together. I was talking to the people that run it at some party we were at. All I remember is tornadoes. I don't remember what the name of the party was.
Running from them.
The No, they weren't running from. I was like, yo, you see what's going on with that storm? And he was like, yeah, it's right over there. And I was like, that's it? And he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you'll hear it coming. You'll hear it coming. Don't
That's
worry
Yeah, we'll
about it.
take cover when it gets
So-
closer.
That's it. That was, I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
But they were out there and we were talking to some of the people there and they really got it going on there over at 1937. Their whole product line is pretty righteous.
Mhm.
And the packaging is cool and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So that's good.
Yeah, there have been some other products. What's the Bam Bams?
Yeah, those have been a hot item at
What
my
are
store.
those?
Oh, shh.
It's a secret.
I
You
don't know.
have to come.
That's
to,
it. You got to go to Herbal Relief
Yeah,
to
Herbal
go
Relief
ask
to get
Herbal
the Bam
Relief for
Bams.
Bam Bam.
There's
That's
a
a
gooey
s-
center for sure.
What?
With the little
Center.
pebbles,
Wow.
Bam Bams on the outside, and a little bit of strawberry covering on the outside of that. So it's just really delicious.
That sounds like it's.
And they're 30
phenomenal.
milligrams a piece too.
I would get just a little sliver.
That's why there's
There's
2 of them, and it's like
60,
bam,
Dad.
bam.
They're 60 milligrams a piece.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Oh,
had
yeah.
half of a half, and I had to go to bed.
Yeah, I'll need. I need a sliver of a sliver.
yeah. They're delicious, without a doubt.
But another one that we just got in our dispensary the other day was Gateway. And it's marketed as a chocolate, I believe, but we got a couple of the cherry and the key lime pie. And my favorite's the key lime pie. And I don't like key lime pie normally, but this is amazing.
It really is
good?
amazing. Yeah. And the other one is actually cherry limeade.
Cherry limeade.
But she
Oh.
was talking like, I mean, this tastes just like, would you say cherry, Marciano cherry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It
yeah,
was just
yeah.
And it
amazing.
pops in your mouth,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I told her
Not what I
don't let
expected.
that guy get out the door with our chocolate.
I could tell in his eyes, like, I can't
Whoa.
try anything right there. So
Yeah.
I hesitate every time.
Let me see if I can't pull your Facebook up here.
Yeah, they're certainly delicious. And it's one of those where you just have to get a little piece, and then you go back and get you another little piece.
Yeah,
Kinda
that
like
stuff's
later.
dangerous.
Little
I can't
nibble.
do
One
that.
little dab, then another little dab.
Those are like
Can't do that.
3.8
Nibble.
milligrams per little
Yeah.
block. So they're pretty
Okay.
good for me.
Yeah, they're kind of small.
Here I got their Facebook page up. If you want to flip it over to.
Oh, looking at my flower.
That is pretty.
Thank you.
That's a nice little.
That's some super skunk that we have
Super
curing.
skunk.
Hmm.
Looks nice.
Thank you. Nice and oily. About the oiliest plant I've had since I've started growing.
The dill of the day.
Yep. Tomorrow's Thursday, so I'm not sure what I'm going to put on sale yet, but be looking for it on our page.
And there you go. There's the pediatric adult patient drive right there. So if you guys want to say you're interested, that way they'll know you're coming. You can come out there and get your patient drive registered. And the fact that they're getting 2 kiddos for, you said 75? I mean, 2 doctors for 75?
Yes,
So with the children, you got to get 2 recommendations, and they're going to let you get both of them for 75. So that's really good. So definitely take advantage of that if you guys have some children that need to be seen, because you have to get 2. And normally it's at least, we're seeing them out there anywhere from $60 to $200 per visit. And so this is going to save you guys a lot of money from the kiddo standpoint and from the adults if it's just $125. Right?
Pediatrics will also need their state certified birth certificate to go with it, or a passport.
Okay.
And the adult will have to have their license.
Yes.
With the state ID.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to mention the city of Mustang does not allow sales on Sunday. So we will not be able to sell any THC products.
Okay.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They just have a lot of little rules. So
Well, if that's the least of
So
if
wait,
that's
say
the
that
biggest
again. Your
problem you
dispensary's
got,
there.
They're treating it like alcohol.
yes,
They're treating it
that's-
like alcohol.
That's what they
They've
said.
They've got several holidays, such as even the 4th of July. They're supposed to be closed, but I don't know.
Does
how
Walgreens allow you to fill a prescription on
Right?
Sunday in Mustang?
Yeah.
I think that's a problem. But
Yeah.
you got to
That's a
figure out what
big
fish you want to fry.
Yeah. It's, they probably take
Catfish
some-
with bones in it,
chronic.
Larry.
There's only 8 of us in town,
Yeah, well,
So we need deeper pockets, I think.
I guess. I just get mad about that. I'm like,
We
if
do too,
Walgreens
but
can sell medication to a patient, you should be able to get your medication on a Sunday.
sometimes
but
it's
you
better
know.
to just keep your mouth shut and keep moving.
True that, especially because you guys have been open for how long?
6 weeks. So
Yeah, let's get y'all in a little bit deeper than that before we
Yes,
start
ma'am.
raising hell.
yes, ma'am.
Let's get y'all on through there a little bit further.
Yeah, they're gonna like our
So-
tax money first, right?
That's right. Yeah, they got to be
I was
like,
gonna
okay,
say
maybe
that,
this ain't so bad after all.
Yeah.
Little Billy's gonna get some shoes with his sons on the force. Okay, well, cool. Well, this is their page, so everybody make sure y'all go up there and like it. I'm pretty sure I already did. Let's see. I did. Oh, yep, it's already liked. So, yeah, make sure y'all like their page and then go check them out for their patient recommendation this Sunday from what time to what time again?
1 to 4.
1 to 4. So,
Yeah,
Y'all-
find us
y'all-
on Weed Maps.
you're on Weed Maps?
And Google.
and Google. Oh, here's some examples of the bomb diggity y'all were talking. Let me,
Yes, there they
let
are.
me look at this.
And we have 20% off first-time patients also.
Key lime pie, what you were just
Oh,
talking
yeah.
that was
about.
delicious.
The Gateway. Let me find out they called it the Gateway.
Okay,
Good
good.
stuff.
Cool.
And make sure, we have the flyer for their patient drive, and especially for the kids. We need to post that
Yeah,
up
it's on
for
their.
because that's a great
it's on there.
opportunity
I'll
for the
forward
kids
it.
to get in
Actually,
there.
I'll forward it over to our page. How about that? Bam, bam, bam. Well, it's not letting me.
Yeah, and it's nice so they can come in and they can talk and they might have some of the similar type stuff that you might experienced, and you're medicating there, Tara. That's
You gotta be able to have a
freaking awesome. Being able to
conversation
talk
with
to
other
somebody that's like
parents.
really tell you that's it's not only being the owner but a customer too, being able to relate to that's why I don't really go for Billy Sims ribs, because Billy, he ran a football. He didn't cook no ribs. Like, take me to like Mama's Kitchen or something, like the Chuck Wagon or something like that. Like, that's real cooking right there. I think Billy Sims ribs. He didn't know cook no.
Bam,
Come
there you
on.
go. It's on the
Alright.
grinder now.
Sweet.
So they can get the kiddos out there. So cool.
That's a nice logo.
Yeah,
I like your
it.
logo. That's
Thank
pretty
you.
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, any
So-
other things coming up on the horizon that you guys are part of? You gonna come to the Green Retreat?
We're talking about it.
I think you should. If you can't get a booth, you should
Get the
definitely
grill
come
out,
out.
get the camper out. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, get
We
you.
need
So
some
so
more
how about
time.
here's one. Do you have refrigeration in your place? Do you keep refrigerated products in your location?
No.
No,
Not
is
as
that
of
part of
yet.
like the health code?
No, that wasn't
Right.
a requirement.
Because like
But I
some of
know.
the drinks and some of the tonics that I start seeing around, like there was somebody that was selling pineapple upside down cakes, and I'm just wondering, how do
ice
you keep
creams are
that stuff
coming out.
fresh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Wow.
ice creams and all
We've
that
had a few
kind of
things,
stuff.
pass our door that we've passed on.
Yeah.
Breads and food products and things like that. Even, as being a retail store and having stuff that can deteriorate on you.
Mm-hmm. The shelf life.
Shelf life, yeah. 7 days for some of the products we have. We just kind of had to walk ourselves away from that because we just can't, as a business person, can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We could do some
Right.
to order stuff, but it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I know there's some of them that are like saying they'll come if they don't sell, they'll come pick it up and change them out.
Yeah, true.
But yeah,
We've
it's
had
just-
that issue, but some haven't offered either.
Yeah, there's some are like, you bought that, good luck to you.
Yeah. So yeah, trying to be smart.
See you next month.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to stick more dollars out to buy more things, but try to make this business.
Yeah, you just gotta try. It's kind of like anything else. I think everybody's wanting to give everybody an opportunity too. It's like, especially they're like you. You're like, oh, you're trying to get your chance too. So let me
Yeah.
try it. But you can't get by all of them.
Yeah, on our kind of our business plan, it's basically we want to have a large variety, which we do in comparison to a lot of folks, and we want to be at a good price, and so we don't even have a $20 bud. We have a $15 bud. That's our top, and we just won't go above that really. So we want to market people that can afford the medicine, and you know.
Okay. That's what you know.
Right. So
sounds good.
what's the other Jack in the double Jack? I didn't look on Leafly, but you caught me on
Super
that.
Jack?
So what's the other
Yeah.
Super Jack and Jack Herrera? Is that what the
Super Jack, I don't know what the derivative is from it, but it's a sativa, and it can keep you going so much it almost makes you anxious. But it's good stuff.
nice kind of stuff you hit and go wash the car?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Or come clean my house if you wanna.
Yeah. Good.
I just might, Miss Cronny. You gave me a big old fat sack of that, man. We might be cleaning your
Well,
house.
shit, that's nothing but a word, Larry. I can make that happen. Shit. You know, I ain't never home, so that sounds like amazingness right there. I can make that happen. All I gotta do is give Larry a little bit of this hummingbird nectar collector right here. A little bit of that dab will do you, and he'll be out there running
Is that
marathons.
what he's using over there?
Yeah, he loves these things. Have you seen
Yeah,
these?
No,
that.
I
Go ahead,
have
open it
not.
up. There's water in
that's
that
the
one.
deluxe.
There's
I
actually
need
water
some
in
for
there.
the store.
Well, we actually
Yeah,
can get you hooked
please.
up with
We
it.
just had someone
This
asking
is-
for him today,
This
actually.
is one of our sponsors for our show.
All right.
So, yeah, you got
Oh,
this.
a little bubbler.
Oh, cool.
And,
Beautiful. That is really
Yeah, and then
nice.
the ends in there. And there's also one in that black container. If you reach over to that there, John, into the black,
thing that turns
Oh,
on.
okay.
there you go. Tara's got it. Look in that
You got
one.
it in there. Yeah, that one's the one he uses the most. That one's this is the big daddy, and that's the little daddy.
Well,
Mm-hmm. That's a travel case.
is this electric here?
You pull it out.
No. But there is
Oh.
an attachment for
should
the
be a-
Honeybird attachment. And then it's just the ends. Where's the tip at? The
Oh.
tip should be
Right
over
here.
on that tray
It's
there.
right here.
Oh, there you go.
So
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
or how do we do it like
Then you
this?
just
Yeah.
just torch the tip.
And a little bubbler. That is too cute.
Yep. You torch it.
Yeah.
We'll show you in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll let
And
Christian show you.
your customers walk out of there at about between $63 and $65. That's what it costs them. Comes with all that stuff. Comes with a dish.
Very nice.
So, yeah,
that's one of the nice.
and it's good. The big one is for people that are really kind of
Larry.
medicating a
Going for the
lot.
gusto.
Serious.
That's a Larry. That's the big
He's
one.
serious with that.
Yeah, that's some serious.
Well,
business.
here's see, and then you can the tip screws out,
There he
right?
goes.
So we're
Yeah.
throwing
Okay,
the tip
thank
out,
you. I was about to break.
and
it for you.
then
righty tighty, lefty loosey. That's what I
What?
remember.
Oh mercy.
and then you put the extender on it, the doubler.
Not the doubler.
Yeah, I see that.
Larry said, look what y'all talk about. I'm putting the doubler on tonight and showing y'all what time it is. Yeah, I'm watching this like, what? Yeah.
There's the
What the
doubler.
hell's going on in Philly?
What is that?
Yeah.
Here, just put me on the screen there, CD.
Yeah, put him on there. Let him see what time it's going.
I must have. So there's the doubler, and then how it sits in a.
bubbler.
What? It's got a. You got a
Smancy.
stand.
The schmancy tool.
Yeah, that's right. He's like,
A
yeah, I
boy
get that.
and his bubbler. A boy and his bubbler. Yeah. So you know anything about bearings there, John? Like
A little bit.
inner and outer races and all that kind of stuff, right? You come from that world. So he puts these in an inner and outer race, and it spins in the holster there, and then it's just really great. But one of the things you don't really notice it on the setup that I got here, because I just been hitting the single. He just redesigned the doubler, and so the problem with the doubler really is there was not enough water in it to, like that little one that you're looking at on the table there.
Right.
Like that's a good to go one, Like that's tough to use as a daily driver because you're going to keep having to add water to it and all that. That's kind of more like you're going mobile. You're looking to dab on the road or
So
something
you
like
keep
that.
spritzing yourself.
Yeah,
You
you
get
got
the
to keep
spritz.
doing that. And so when he created this doubler, there's not enough water in that one either, right? There's only that much. So, but on the new version, he made it like this wide. And so there's a lot more water volume in there, and so you get a lot more bubbles, blah 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 blah, and it's great. So anybody, you can go to the website. You can, if you buy anything from the website, make sure you say I saw it on the Grinder. But no, we can set you up and do lots of good stuff there. He's a great guy. If you check him out, Christian Merwin is the glass artist guy's name.
Okay.
Shout out to Christian Merwin, the nectar collector.
That's right.
The Chinese are killing them though. There's so many Chinese that are bringing in the product that's like knockoff. Like you can't tell. Like, and you look at the package and the packaging's beautiful, right? It's not just, wrapped in newspaper and you see it and you stick it on your shelf. Like it's gorgeous and all that. And they're even knocking that stuff off. So he's got this campaign called Break the Fake, that if you send him one of his fake ones, he'll give you like 20% off if you can smash it or whatever. And he's trying to do whatever he can to fight the copycats, but the functionality is second to none. So always go with the original. And Christian Moore, Nectar Collector, check him out, nectarcollector.org, which is kind of interesting that it's in .org. The Utah folks, they're crazy right. Utah folks, like that's crazy Utah shit going on there.
Larry, is that fetish I see behind you there? Your fetish?
Yeah, I make him. I've been trying to make him show me 2 to 3 items per night. Go ahead, Larry, get on it. It's like he's like
is it time?
He's like a kid at a candy store. Like, yeah, bring on the cool stuff.
I mean, once you get past,
I'm telling you that was the dream.
He's got
he's got
a little obsession problem.
Yes, I kind of like that.
A little problem.
I kind of have one of those obsession problems.
Okay, wait a second.
He travels a lot and collects a lot of items.
I have to obsess everything. Yes.
I'm trying to find this one video to play. It's hilarious.
A video of him?
No, it's a little funny skit. Like, if I can find it. I know I put it on there. If I can get this thing just to go.
Okay, here we go. So, a couple years ago, there's a guy out there named Mike Philpott, and if you go check out his videos, Mike Philpott is one funny dude, and he's got and his real name is Philpott, which is like funny as shit to begin with, because the guy blows bongs, and it's like, oh, your name's Philpott, and it's like, no, it's not. And he's like, oh yeah, it really is. Yeah. So he's got a passel of kids, and he got his kid involved in blowing glass, and they do a lot of collabs out there, with like 2 different people. One does half, the other does his steez, and it mixes it together and kind of looks, like a push me pull you or something like that, and so his son did this piece with another guy, Nick Augustino, which is not really gonna
wow,
I guess come out so
looks like the Phoenix.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a phoenix with that skull in there.
Yeah. Wow.
It's kind of tough to see. The colors are like brown cinnamon or
that's
something.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it's a brown cinnamon or auburn. Probably I probably picked the 3 darkest items that I could grab that probably won't be able to see. Now, besides just doing bongs and stuff like that, there's the occasional glass blower that blows a knife.
What?
Yeah, and inside there is a Murini of the Oh No face. I forget what the Monet or whatever his name was, right? I believe it's Monet. He's got that worried look or whatever. It's all glass. It's all crazy glass. And there's an edge on there. I mean, I don't think you could You could cut butter. You cut dabs. Yeah, it's tough. But you can kind of see that. And that's all drawn in glass. That whole image
Oh.
is drawn in glass there. So that's another. And here's the third worst one I could probably show you. But I love the women's form, which
No.
we all do on the grinder, don't we? Yes, we all love the women's form.
For sure.
Absolutely. And so this is a girl, her name's Susie, and it's with two Z's. And she was, back in the 90s, the government came and they shut down all the glass blowers, Operation Pipe Dream. And they put all the glass blowers in jail because they were selling paraphernalia. It was the Cheech and Chong thing. It was the Tommy Chong thing. They did all that. And so this was one of the girls that she was blowing glass out in Eugene, and they were like, yo, you shut down and that's it. No more doing that. The government's after us. You go find something else to do. So she went across the country to learn to be a scientific glass blower. And so she can blow all these giant vessels and all kinds of like crazy
The
tripped out like
suspense is
science
killing me, Larry.
shit. And so she does women's bodies.
There it is.
The suspense was just killing me to see it. That's a woman's body? Oh, the booty.
I think
That looks like my
on
butt.
the other side too. Yeah.
Baby got back.
Baby got back
Yeah.
for reals.
Well, the thing about Susie is actually there's an Instagram or there's a, if you go to my Cannabis Network Media, I do an interview with her. And this is her representation of her. She's a
Okay.
full-figured woman, and she's, this is her interpretation of how she sees herself. Maybe, I mean, maybe a little bit more of this and a little bit less of that, or, whatever, but it's not like, no Fibonacci shit going on here. Like, this is real life. And so that's really what I enjoy about her sculpting. That, and she not only can sculpt, but she can also do scientific work with, you can see, is like a perfect bulb. That's, you ain't going to get no perfect than that. Like, that's the 7th grade science beaker right there. It's like, yeah. So,
Yep.
and again, it's a artistic woman that is, she's up against it. She's in a male dominated world, and she holds her
making it
own, and she's
happen.
really a great person. Yeah. And so anybody that's watching that, we might be out in Portland, Oregon this weekend, definitely come out, check us out at the DFO. I think it's might be $100 for both days or something like that, but it's well worth it. It's in the woods. There's tents and there's demos and there's all kinds of different food trucks and Boro Derby racing and me, Larry Reed, the man on
Larry
weed,
Reed, the man on
right
weed.
there, shouting it out.
Well, I got a little video for us to watch to take us out here in a second. I'm gonna play it. Yeah. Let me see here.
Here,
This
let me
is
grab
something
one
really
more.
cool. If I can make it big.
We're smoking reefer.
Hold on, I gotta get in it.
Smoking reefer? Yeah, of course
Get
we
in
are.
here.
Can't you smell it?
It's not going to come out because he's got the sound on the laptop turned on. You got to turn the laptop sound off.
Okay, let me turn it all the way down. I'm gonna start it over.
Yeah, and it should go right through the soundboard.
Oh, we're living some great stuff. Can't hear it
It
now.
probably has to be configured on your side. In your laptop, Miss Chronic.
No, do it. You don't want this.
Yeah, it's not going to come out.
You don't want this. Get out of here. You know what? I don't want no hangover. I can't get no hangover. It doesn't give you a hangover. Well, I get addicted to it or something? It's not habit forming. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't want to overdose on it. You can't OD on it. It's not going to make me want to have sex, is it? It makes sex even better. Sounds kind of expensive. It's the cheapest drug there is. You don't want it. I think I kind of want it. Okay, but just this once. Come on in.
I don't know why that tickled me so much.
There's a.
Oh, let me put that back up.
Oh, cool.
What is that?
It's a dome. Remember we talked about how it used to be nails and things
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
Well, one of the pallets would be a dome, and so that's one of them. It's got a hole in it. It's pretty much non-functional for anything else. You put it on a chain, wear it like that, be like,
I
yeah,
think you should do that. I think
I'm
you
a
should do that.
fleeted peanut junkie. All my
Got a
friends are
green monkey
junkies.
head.
So,
Yep.
but yeah, that's about all I got from this side. Thanks Tara, thanks John. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Yeah, thanks for
Hope to meet
coming
you
on the
in
show,
you.
for
person real
sure.
soon. Yep.
Thank
We
you
appreciate you.
Yeah, so y'all make
There
sure
we
to
go.
go check them out at 1707 East Highway 152 in Mustang. Herbal Releaf Dispensary. Find them on Facebook and Instagram. They have their patient drive this Sunday. And definitely bring out the kiddos. Bring out anybody that wants to come out and get their patient recommendation. Take advantage of the situation, them being open on a Sunday. And we'll have to come check y'all out. Y'all are our neighbors. And let us know if you're going to come hang out with us at the Green Retreat. We'll have a good time. All right, Larry.
you go.
Well, we got a lot going on this week, so be ready. And you got a big week ahead of you, too.
Yeah, I'm going to try to catch up with you for sure tomorrow night. And if I don't, I'll definitely be in contact there in beautiful Portland, Oregon. And again, thanks to Tara and John, and best of wishes to the Herbal Relief Dispensary over there. Thanks so much for helping out the kids with that patient drive and getting them in there. And we'll post your stuff up there. And besides that, Miss Chronic, you got anything else?
That's it. Just ready to get this week going. This is our Monday. We start Wednesday through Sunday every night, 8 o'clock. So we're ready to get it in, get our week started. So thanks for watching, everybody, and stay tuned and check us out for the rest of the week. You have a good night.
Peace.
Peace out.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.